What are you doing?
Thinking about moving out of my mom's basement.
And how's that going for you?
It's not going too well.
Hey, what's up, man? What you doing?
You know what I'm doing? I'm just Snyder cutting.
Yeah.
It's not a cut.
Hold on, man. Somebody on the line.
Snyder cut.
I got somebody else on the line.
No.
Hello?
What's up, bro?
Snyder Cut!
Snyder Cut!
Snyder cut.
Snyder Cut.
Hey, yo, guys, hold up. My mom's calling, all right?
Snyder Cut!
Snyder cut.
Snyder Cut! March the 18th, hallelujah.
All right. Snyder cut.
That's my boy. Oh, yeah.
Butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow. I can fly most anywhere. Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow. I can fly most anywhere. Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow. Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow.
What's up, everybody? We back on a Fatal Live. Ooh. Had to hit that Bruce Lee. This is going to be a Fatal Live / Dark Council Live show. I'm glad you're here, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a lot to talk about. I bet you didn't know that Amazon is actually premiering Superman before July 11th. Are they trying to sabotage themselves, Warner Brothers? And we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four reshoots. And we're going to be talking about Daniel Day-Lewis might be Magneto. And if that happens, I'm a DC fan. But if that happens, ladies and gentlemen, it's over for DC. Yes, I said it. And we got a little bit more news out there. Now, this is the thing right here. I've eaten Taco Bell. So if nobody guests on this show, it might be a moment where I have to show the Dark Council commercials early, because I might have to drop exclusive bombs. And I'm not talking about information that you might have heard or rumors out there. I mean, my stomach right now is so toe up from the flow up. Something got to give. Thank y'all for coming out to the show. Let's see who we got up in here before we get busy. Oh, we got my boy Steel Leg History up in here. What up, Steel Leg? Glad you're here. Hello, how you doing tonight? Be blessed. My dad was able to come home last night. He is resting now. I'm testing my new fake leg to see how it feels and fits. Then they will finish it. Bro, you and these legs is incredible. It kind of remind me of Quentin Tarantino movie where that chick had the leg. And you need to get one of them legs that got like a machine gun attached to it like she did. And just, people won't mess with you ever, Glad you're here. We got Brother Man up here. What up, Brother Man? We got Brian with an I up in here. What up, Brian? And shout out to Mark with a C. We got Mr. Larry Higgins. Do you have a Fatal J? I got a Fatal J. Hold on. Yeah. Glad you're here, brother. Shout outs to Niobe Comics, one of the best comic book lines out there. You know what I mean? And Savage Sin. Yeah. We got A2D2 up in here. What up, A2D2? Glad you here. Y'all come up. Y'all pull up. We got Steel Leg History. Everybody up in here, thank y'all so much for coming to the Fatal J Live Dark Council show. We supposed to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to check something out. This is real interesting. And a lot of people think this is fake. It's not fake. I promise you it's not fake. This is as real can get. I want y'all to check this out, man. I bet that nobody know this. I haven't been seeing nobody talk about this. And the reason why I'm still talking is because I don't have it pulled up yet. And I want to give time before it pulls up. You know, so I won't look like an idiot. Let's check this out right here. Boom. Let's check this out right here. Bitch, y'all didn't even know this existed. I'm giving y'all some game, especially to the people who hate Superman, DC, whatever. You know what I mean? Let me change my background real quick. Boom. Let's check this out right here. We got 27 people watching. Make sure to smash that like button because I'm giving you an exclusive. This is the exclusive right here. Amazon and DC Studios partner for early Superman screening through Prime Premiere. I'm going to say that again because y'all probably thought Fatal J was lying, like y'all always think I do. You know? This right here. What the Amazon premiering Superman before the theaters? Yes, that's true, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dropping game. Amazon and DC Studios partner for early Superman screening through Prime Premiere. This is going to hurt their box office sales. Am I wrong? You guys let me know. Let's check it out right here. So on Prime, early screening starts July 7th. That's 4 days before the public see it on July 11th. Let's check this out. Amazon has announced an exciting collaboration with DC Studios, giving Amazon Prime members an exclusive opportunity to watch James Gunn's highly anticipated Superman film 4 days before its U.S. release. Through the Prime Premiere program, subscribers can catch early screenings on Sunday, July 7, 2025, ahead of the official 11th theater. Why the freak would they do this? Somebody help me out and let me know why the freak they doing this. It don't make sense. Let's continue. D, what up, D?
What's up?
Man, you sounding good. Everything running smooth. You got somebody to thank for that. You know what I mean?
I gave you a shout out on my stream. Okay? Let's not try to rub it in too much.
I've been telling you for 15,000 years.
You told me for like 5 months. I just didn't have the freaking time to get it.
I've been telling you, if you just listen to your boy, if you just listen, I'll have you right. Because I know you got the anime girls out there. You need to look good for them. Jeez. Now, let me continue. Now, D, watch this. I don't know if you that hyped about Superman. Peep
I
this.
want to see the movie. I want to see the movie, and I want it to be good. I told you, Marvel needs some competition.
But D, peep this. I bet you didn't know this. Watch this. Watch it. And this is real. This is not fake. Amazon and DC Studios partner for early Superman screening through Prime Premiere. Do you have Prime?
Yeah, actually, I do have Prime.
Okay, peep this. It's up to you what you want to do. Either you can wait July 11th and go to the theaters and see it, or you can watch it at the comfort of your home. Why DC is doing this, I don't understand. But let me read it again since you came late. Amazon has announced an exciting collaboration with DC Studios, giving Amazon Prime members an exclusive opportunity to watch James Gunn's highly anticipated Superman film 4 days before its USA release. 4 days. Through the Prime Premiere program, subscribers can catch early screenings on Sunday, July 7th, 2025, ahead of the official July 11th theatrical release. I've never heard of this before, D. Now check this out. The special
It's a
screenings
smart
would take.
move. It's a smart move to get people to
You think
get
so?
people to join up. Yeah.
Oh, to join Prime. Bro, I didn't think about that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, let's continue.
That's
the special screenings will take place at 7:00 p.m. local time in select U.S. cities. Oh, dang. Select U.S. cities.
Well, I'm in the Northeast, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be up here.
Well, see, I'm kind of in the Houston area, so I hope that's for me too. offering Prime members a first look at what's expected to be one of the summer's biggest blockbusters. The partnership marks another significant move in Amazon's strategy to announce its Prime membership value through exclusive entertainment offerings. This is how you reserve your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all should be thanking your boy Fatal J right now, so smash that like button because I'm giving y'all some game for free. Prime members interested in attending these early screenings can follow these steps. You visit primepremiere.amazon 1 week before the event to reserve tickets. Navigate to the reserve tickets page and select a theater near you. Click the 7 o'clock p.m. button under your chosen theater and log in with your Amazon account. Select your desired number of tickets. The limit is 2D, so don't go crazy thinking you a player and trying to give all these women different tickets to the Superman movie. You're going to download the ticket PDF that will appear after confirmation. And on July 7th, arrive at your selected theater for check-in starting at 6:15. So, D, that ain't going to be for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to be for everybody. That sucks. That sucks a lot. A2D2, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a discount way to watch the movie at the theater promo. You don't watch at home. Okay, I see what you're saying. You don't watch at home. You still go to the theater, but popcorn and soda is included and a promo way to watch film marketing. D, what you think about that?
Like I said, it's a good way to get people to join Prime. So, hey,
yeah. Okay, see, I was thinking it was like a
I never really, like whenever they have these deals, whatever. Like, I mean, I'm sure some of them are good, but then like they get you like, oh, join Prime here, and then guess what? You got to pay $15 later or $25, whatever. Like they get you in the back end. They get you.
But see, I was thinking, because I'm like, surely they not gonna mess up their box office sales like this. So all this is just getting a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
From what I'm reading. Now, D, I want to show you something. This picture hit the internet today, and I love getting your takes on this because you're a Marvel head first before you DC. I understand you like both, but I'm supposed to show you this picture, and you tell me what's on your mind. You tell me the first thing that pop up in your head when I show you this. This is the picture right here. You tell me what you think. The first thing that pop up in your head. Here you go. What you think, D?
I mean, it's cool, but it just looks like he's just posing for a picture. Like this is, I don't know. Look, I get the draws on the outside because it's nostalgia bait, but yeah. I'm still indifferent on that because I've seen some good combinations of the two. Like, I might have it here. Hold on, let me see. I might have one.
Every time I see something of him, I just get them vibes. I get them Christopher Reeve vibes, and I'm gonna show you why in a minute. But I get those Christopher Reeve vibes.
Let's see if I have it real fast.
I mean, to me, it gives me chills because when I look at this picture right here, when they standing side by side by each other, it's almost hard to see the difference, to find the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a nice.
I think they should have went with this look.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, I think they should have. I think they should have went with this look first instead of the one where he's sitting in the chair.
So, like, there is a version. This thing ever pop up for me. Okay, so I got this one right here. It's of it. Let's see. Gonna share. Am I freezing or is that you?
No, you ain't freezing, but we got the lovely producer of the show, lady Lorena Creole.
Hello
there.
How y'all doing?
Hello there. Hello there. I I'm glad you're here, Lorena, because we got an image that dropped today,
Yeah.
and I just want your thoughts because you and D are Marvel people first. I understand y'all love DC as well, but I
Mhm.
just want you to take a look at this picture, and I want you to let me know just your first thoughts because I
Okay.
can remember, Lorena, you weren't really feeling the Superman suit in the beginning. Maybe this image will change your mind. What you think of this right here? Is it still
It's
blah?
okay. It's okay.
It's funny how a different pose can make things look different, you know?
That is true.
Mhm.
That is true. I mean, I'm still getting like, you know, Richard Donner, Superman
Yeah,
vibes looking at this. I mean, the top, it's got like a little bit more definition in the design of the outfit, but for the most part, yeah.
I'm
I
still
think
torn on the
James,
S. I'm still torn on that S.
I am too. Sometimes I like it and sometimes
Yeah.
I don't.
I just saw that. Yeah. I didn't
I think they could have did the S would have made a whole it would have made the suit look different.
yeah, they should have went with the old school S, honestly.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
With
with
that.
I'm
that
kind
with
of
that particular with that particular colors and that outfit, they should have went with the original S. I think because that would have made it. You know what I'm saying? Because then you really get that full vibe.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Because that S seems well, it's a cool S, right? But it seems more modern than anything else. Like it has more of a
I
modern feel.
I think that's what he was going for, D.
I think he is, but when you talk about, I mean, DC heads aside, when you talk about normies, when you talk about your regular person who associates Superman with Christopher Reeve's version, with the Richard Donner version, it's like if you're gonna update the suit from the top, which I can say the top and like on the on the arms, I think keeping the S original or not, it's too distorted. It makes you kind of pause a little
You
bit.
talking about
It's not a deal breaker, but I think
yeah,
that the S should look more like the old school one.
I think so too. Cause when you
Fado,
look at the
check out
kingdom,
that screen I sent you real quick. I just
okay,
wanted to show
but
you the difference. I sent you.
when you look at the Kingdom Come S, it just looked like a line that's going through the symbol.
Mm,
You know,
Mhm.
maybe that's what he wanted though. But let me see what you got, D. And it better not be no anime
what
porn stuff.
you got. No
What? Why
hentai.
gotta be that? That's not. So I was saying there is a way you can make that the combination between the Zach and the
I
new
like
one.
that.
I mean,
I like that one too.
and
Yeah.
I like
just put
that
the
one.
belt there. That's hot. But this way you got a combination of like three things. You got like the quote unquote New 52 style. You got the original S, and then you got that
Yeah.
belt there without having the drawers on the outside.
Mhm.
I wish we had my boy Mark here, but I guess we can do it when he get here. But since we looking at the suit and analyzing the suit, just based off this right here, who do you think did it the best? Just looking at this right here. I know that's a tough one. It's real quiet up in there. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
If you can only pick,
I mean, listen, you really can't. To be fair, I'm gonna say something to probably because I'm a Marvel guy. To be fair, if you get it close to that, bottom line, which is the red, the blue, and the yellow, you're really there. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the CW version, that's actually almost kind of like the one I just showed you, but more on the
Yeah.
more on the realistic side because it has the belt still, and it's like a combination of the Zach one and the other ones, without putting the drawers on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
I hear a lot of people say though, and I'm anti-draws. I'm anti-draws.
Same.
I
I don't like the drawers. I mean, George Reeves, leave him up there. He was like the first one. Okay, I get it. censorship issues whatsoever. But no, I love Tyler Hoechlin's Superman.
But
I love
this the
that suit the
thing,
first
though.
time I saw it.
I get why people like the draws, though. I get it, because the extra red in the midsection it spruces up the suit. Because if you look at Henry Cavill's Superman, it's, to me it can be too boring with the blue.
I get you. That makes sense. I get you. That's why I like Tyler's. And that belt makes all the difference.
Yeah,
the belt separates it, so it doesn't look like a freaking like a sport what you call it, a diving suit. You know what I'm saying?
Brother man said, cannot be a true DC if you don't like the draw. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Batman and Superman are my favorite heroes of all time. Out of everything. But I've always hated when they wear draws.
Same.
I've hated.
Draws on this side.
I just hate it, man.
I get the first one a pass because of the times, but no, I don't. I don't like drawers.
If I
and to be fair, that style actually works well in a comic book. But when you look at it in live action, it just doesn't really, like Superman's, designed for a comic book with the draws on the outside. You can get a pass. Just how they draw him. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get a comic book drawing, you're going to get something larger than life. So it just looks better.
Yeah.
For the most part. But when you put it on a live action person, it just, I don't know. It's just something off for me. Now, don't get me wrong. All 6 of those there, I should say 5, because I was way too young for the original one. But the 5 out of the 6, like I watched all, I had no problem with them. Were their stories great? Not necessarily all of them. I mean, especially when you talk about Brandon Routh's and Henry Cavill's version. But we haven't gotten what Corn Sweat's going to be like yet. And I'll put it like this here. If I was going to take that, I would put Christopher Reeve, Tyler, Brandon.
That's your top 3?
As far as storyline wise, no, yeah, that because Henry Cavill's a great Superman, but they did listen. I like the Man of Steel, but when you sit back, you look at it from the outside in, it really isn't a great Superman movie. Like,
you're right. As much as a Snyder fan I am, you're right, D. And I even Man of Steel is still my favorite hero movie. But you're exactly right. I think we were talking about that
great Superman movie. It's not. For instance, like even in the beginning when he smashed up that guy's truck, there's a couple things wrong with that. First off, right, he's supposed to be hiding from everybody since he didn't even want to save his dad. But he's going to trash up a truck like that and put it in that position. That nobody gonna know somebody. You know what I'm saying? Now, what would have been? What's that?
I'm just saying it was just a lot wrong because what Snyder did with the character, what he did with Clark Kent and what he did with Superman, they was both the same character. You know what I mean? You didn't know the difference between the two. He just mashed the two together. When you watch Christopher Reeve's Superman, Clark is different from Superman.
Yes, he played so I'm glad you mentioned that because I was just about to bring it up. So I will give Corn Sweat this in that little clip. Even though I will say Perry Chan's version of that trailer was way better, but that trailer they did when he's getting interviewed by Lois, and when he says, "Oh, you're gonna let me interview Superman," and he was like, "Hold on, I got to put myself on screen. Hold on. I forgot I'm not on screen here. I'm here chatting away." When he said something, he was like, "Miss Lane." When he changed his voice, that's what dope. Christopher Reeve was very good. I will give him prop just for that. If he can pull that off the whole movie, all right. Yeah. You're going to get a gold star for me, okay? But when he was able to transition his voice from Clark Kent was kind of like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then he goes, "Miss Lane." And I like that. That was a good, that right there was a good touch. The only thing I will say, like I said before, his trailer would have been better not showing Superman vulnerable like how he showed him in that first part. And how do you he
messed up on that.
I don't know.
No, he messed up on that part, D. You definitely right. You supposed to show him You supposed to show him on that, and then on the second trailer.
I said, no, not even that. You should show him vulnerable at all on trailers. Period. That's for in the movie. That's what you're paying
I don't know.
for. You
I don't think I
you
100%
can't
agree
listen. I
with that.
can't. Well, you
Okay,
want to
let's
see
hear
him
what
like
Lorena got to say.
he
I
like
don't.
that. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
I'm not going to say you're 100% wrong. I'm going to say there needs to be a balance with that, because the way that I saw it, and granted, this is just me. I'm just a girl watching a superhero movie. Okay. But when Superman is basically defending what he did with why he had to do it,
Mhm.
and just kind of like, I know you're interviewing me, but do you realize why I had to do certain things? Did you realize that there were people that were going to die unless I did? Now, to me personally, I like that part. I
Yes.
did like that. And maybe this is the Marvel part of me, because one of the biggest issues that I have with the DC characters is it seems like they're too perfect. They don't have bad days. They don't have people, people asking questions. It's like, excuse, what the heck did you just say to me? I mean, you do not see that. And granted, that, yes, that is the DC thing. You don't see that. But as a Marvel person, that's something that I like to see, which is why I drift more towards Marvel. Now, I can see why he did that, to probably stir up the base. Like, no, that can't be real. There's not enough context that's given to that. But I will say it didn't throw me off seeing that, because it was just like, yeah, don't you understand?
Yeah.
No,
As
I
much
get
crap as you've seen before.
I get that part of the interview. I'm talking about like the first teaser trailer when they show him in the Yamcha pose. That part I didn't like.
With the what?
Oh, yeah.
The Yamcha pose when he had him
talking
dead.
about he talking about the first teaser trailer when he was
When they had him laid in the
breathing.
crater. Yeah. I didn't like that.
Oh, that one when he
Yeah, I didn't
looked
like that.
like he got his
I
ass
don't-
kicked and he was.
Yeah, he got Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
meme.
I wasn't. I was just like,
Now,
of all the
I
things,
get the conversation. I get what
Do
you're
that.
saying as far as the conversation was when we talking with Lois and we showing a little vulnerability that way. That's cool. I'm talking about Superman shouldn't be getting beat up in the trailer. You can save that.
okay,
for the movie.
that I agree with. That I agree
Yeah.
with. I didn't like that, because if anything, that kind of reminded me of Batman: The Dark Knight. They didn't show us folks turning on him in the trailer. You didn't see that until you saw the film. So yeah, that part I 100% agree with.
I think James Gunn was trying to be different. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was about to say, I think James Gunn, he was just trying to be different, but sometimes you can be so different, you do too much. Like, for instance, in this picture right here, these two poses, I feel like if James Gunn would have did the one where he's standing up, even though it's not much going on in the background, it's pretty much nothing going on in the background, I think it would have got a better response than him just sitting down and pulling his shoes on.
That was the biggest issue that I had when he dropped that first picture. I said, all the pictures you going to show, not him saving somebody, not him about to jump into action, but you just show him looking like he's just leisurely putting his socks on and the world is going to hell in a handbasket. He don't care.
Yeah.
That didn't sit well with me at all. But the one on the right, now they would have put that one there first. Yeah, I get it. That would have been perfect.
Yeah. And even the pose make the suit look different. It's very important. Those first looks are very important. I'm telling you, they're very important.
Like I said,
go ahead.
At the end of the day, I want this movie to be good. I really do.
Yeah.
I like I said, my superhero list for this, my thoughts for it was, I wanted to see Thunderbolts. It didn't disappoint me, even though it wasn't a great movie. Then the Superman, then Fantastic Four. That was my list of things I wanted to see, as far as hype wise. And I want this movie to be good. I'm not the biggest DC guy, but listen, you can't be a comic book guy, period, and not like Superman or Batman or Spider-Man. Those are the big three. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just really can't. You can't.
That's funny you said that too, because this July, man, it's gonna be insane, man. We got 3 trailers. Let me show you. I mean, we got 3 movies coming out. Let's check this out right here. You guys tell me which one is gonna win in the box office. Here you go. Super Jurassic Summer.
Yeah,
Now,
right. They try to
they
do
say-
Barbenheimer.
If they said that you have to put your whole bank account up on which three out this three is going to be the top movie of July, starting with you, D, which of the three would it be?
All right, so I have real as much as everybody loves the dinosaurs, I really have no interest in them. So that's gonna be my last. I want to say Superman, Fantastic Four, and then Jurassic Park. That's my order.
Superman, Fantastic Four, and then Jurassic Park.
Yep. I think as far as hype wise.
Okay. Lorena Creole. Now you the analyzer of movies, Disney, Warner, all that type of stuff. If you was a betting woman and you had to put your whole bank account up, which one is coming off on top? And you can do like D2 and do it in order.
Let's not mince words. Superman is going to come out on top completely. That's going to come out on top. Second one, Jurassic Park movie, only because I'm rooting for the dinosaurs, not the people. That's my whole thing. So I'm going to be watching, that would be my second one. Fantastic Four is that's going to be in the toilet. I really do not see.
You think so?
Anybody. Yeah, I think so. It's just like
I don't think
I can go back and watch
watch
the old one. Why? It's like why watch it? It's like when I look at it, there's nothing that makes me think about Fantastic Four from the comics. Even let's put it this way: the Fantastic Four in Marvel Rivals is way better looking.
It do look better
than
Marvel,
the movie.
I wish the people who did Marvel Rivals would just come out with like animations, and they'll come out with comic books, because they just give a fresh take on old characters. Just the designs alone look good.
Mm-hmm.
But these characters here, it just looks so boring, like they wearing ski suits or something. Is it just me?
No, how come they're not driving in the Fantastic Four mobile?
Yeah,
that does not look like it. It's Superman's going to do the most. It's going to do the most money. Jurassic Park, again, second one. I just want to see what demonic dinosaur they whipped up in the lab and how many people it eats. That's what I want to see.
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad I didn't come off as a Marvel hater, because I just been feeling like that the whole time. I've been people getting all hyped up about this trailer. I just don't understand it. It looks so boring.
Fantastic Four.
There's nothing to get hyped up about.
It's nothing hype. Like, I don't like that thing.
The thing is horrible.
Correct. 100%.
We meet every Sunday for dinner. Why you got to tell us that? We know their family. Show us in the movie. Johnny Storm does not act like Johnny Storm. He is about as much sex appeal as Pedro Pascal licking that rainbow stick thing.
Listen, they lost me with the thing. With the thing does not have a Brooklyn accent. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just
too.
That lost me, man. You can't have the thing without a Brooklyn accent. Come on, bro.
No, he's supposed to have that gruff Brooklyn accent going on. And he's supposed to have that sound like that, but this one, I mean,
he's like,
about how much garlic is in there.
He's sipping the thing with his pinky out. It was some tea time.
and now, don't get me wrong. I understand Fantastic Four, but I don't understand the lore deep enough. But don't he supposed to sound like this? Hey, bub. What's going
that's
on?
what I'm saying. He's supposed to be gruffy and he's supposed to have a Brooklyn accent.
But he just sound like a regular man, though. Exactly. Hey guys, you ready to cook? You ready to eat?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, check this out. This is very interesting that you guys said that. It's a rumor out there, and you know, usually these rumors are true with these reshoots. They
Mhm.
said Marvel orders an emergency reshoots for Fantastic Four ending. Now, this is a rumor. Keep it with a grain of salt. This is what it says. It says, a big rumor hits the net that offers Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios are going through emergency reshoots on the Fantastic Four First Steps, which is happening only 2 months away from the film's release. The reshoots follow Feige's failed rebranding of Thunderbolts to New Avengers, teasing the Fantastic Four in the post-credit scene. If you haven't seen Thunderbolts, ladies and gentlemen, spoilers. Thunderbolts is currently bombing at the box office, much like what happened with Captain America, Brave New World, which ties into Fantastic Four reshoots rumors below as well. That kind of makes sense. The reshoots also follow the less than well-received Fantastic Four trailer, revealing the first look at Julia Garner as Silver Surfer. All of this is supposed to lead into Avengers Doomsday, so Marvel needs a hit with Fantastic Four this summer. We're going to be heading to big-time spoiler territory with what follows about the Fantastic Four First Steps. This is the reshoots. The reshoots is more Julia Garner as Shalabal. A couple of weeks ago, saw it confirmed that Marvel is reshooting Fantastic Four. Set pics leaked online featuring Julia Garner in her humanoid form as Shalabal. She's an alien from the planet Zenla, at least in the comics. I actually theorized the reshoots involved showing Julia Garner as Shalabal getting transformed into the Silver Surfer by Galactus. The Fantastic Four test screening reactions changing things. However, according to YouTuber Doomcott sources, the reshoots involve flashback scenes. I heard somebody laughing.
Yeah, okay.
Let me continue. The reshoots involve flashback scenes of Julia Garner as Shalabal before getting transformed by Galactus. Now, I will give Doomcott that because I saw some pictures of her as a human. So that kind of goes into line of what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Reshoots involve flashback scenes of Julia Garner as Shalabal before getting transformed by Galactus in a way to humanize her so the audience becomes sympathetic to her character and storyline in the film. The rumor claims that Marvel is trying to make the female Silver Surfer look more like a hero, as reportedly. According to the YouTuber, test screening reactions have fans viewing her more as a villain, which Marvel doesn't want, especially with her being a female character. From what Garner has originally said, it seems as if she wasn't even going to be shown as Shalabal in the movie. Well, apparently, Marvel seems to think showing her as a human would make fans like her. It didn't work out for the Marvels. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Take that with a grain of salt, but I believe that's true because nobody cares about this Fantastic Four. Nobody is hyped.
Nobody cares about this movie. So many Marvel films have been doing reshoots all the way up to, I think it was like 2 weeks before the film was supposed to drop. They've been doing reshoots after reshoots. They did it with Captain America: Brave New World. I don't know really if they did it with Thunderbolts or not, but they're constantly doing Ant-Man, Quantumania. They had to do reshoots, for that one because they don't know what the heck that they're doing.
They don't know what to do.
The test screenings are bombing because they are not doing what the fans want them to do. They are doing what they want to do and what they think the fans want to see because they know better than us. I'll tell you this much. If they make Shalabal a villain, that will go over well. Here's the reason why.
Okay.
Who was the villain in Deadpool and Wolverine?
The woman with the bald head.
Yep.
And I can't remember her name.
Oh my gosh,
Professor
Nova.
X's
I think
sister.
wasn't it Nova? Yeah, Professor X's sister, Charles' sister, because they were twins. But I'm like, they just left her unrepentantly freaking evil. I'm like, this is good because she was actually a good villain.
Yeah, she was pretty good. She was
Yeah,
good.
she's pretty good. But with Disney, no, they do not want to make women characters inherently evil. They'll try to make Sue Storm lead of the Fantastic Four, which that's not supposed to be her role. That's supposed to be Reed Richards' role. They're fine with that, but not with a female villain. When is the last time you have seen Marvel do an unrepentantly evil female villain?
That's a good question. The last one I could think of, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it Hera from Thor? Wasn't it Hera?
You mean Hela?
Mm-hmm.
Hella, whatever her name is, hella stupid.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, at least with Hela, she's an actual person in the MCU that is a female. Here's the problem with Shia LaBeouf. She was Silver Surfer, yes. In the alternate universe, like once.
She was
When you think
was
of
she a
Silver-
Silver Surfer or
She-
the Silver Surfer? Because that's
She
Norman
was
Rad, right?
Norman Rad is the Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf is his lady. Okay, that was
Oh,
the
okay.
ultimate.
Okay.
She's supposed to be the reason why he turned to the Silver Surfer, because he was trying to protect her and his family and the rest of his family. So, listen, if you wanted Fantastic Four to be a hit, you should have made Silver Surfer Norman Rad. Because I'm telling you right now, people are like, I am totally fatigued on swappings, period. Okay, I'm just tired of it. Like it is so lazy. If you really wanted to have a female hero, you should have used Nova. She was a female. That's not Silver Surfer. You don't take one of the most popular heroes, Silver Surfer, and say, "Oh, we're gonna swap it for a female," and they'll be like, "Oh, she was like that in the comics." Yeah, for like 2 pages. Who cares? Who cares? She was in the comics.
Nobody cares, and even the normies are just like, "Wait, Silver Surfer's a dude." I mean,
Yes.
that's what we know. So it's like, why? But then again, you gotta remember, they're so fixated on this whole MCU thing, and Kevin Feige, I don't know, he just seems to be just completely down with it. That's what they're buying into and trying to shove out at us. Nobody cares about Shia LaBeouf.
Real
No.
quick, real fast.
movie-
I'm tripping
That's
out
why
on
this movie's
Benzo.
it's gonna fail.
Now hold on, real
Go
quick,
ahead.
real fast, D. I'm laughing at Benzo because this is the first look of one of the first looks that came out in Variety of I guess this is their astronaut suits. And
This
Benzo
looks
put-
like they're
hold on,
trying
hold
to do the movie. Remember the movie The Right Stuff?
Yeah, but hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on.
That's
hold on.
what the
Why are they in the suits? This gotta be after. This gotta be like the end of the movie, because why would Ben Grimm be that big?
they put Benzo put them Lego ass spaceship.
I know.
The space- and they do look like Legos, bro.
They do.
You know how they got
do.
the yellow on the face?
Yeah,
They do.
Yep.
This
Shout out to
this
Benzo.
makes
now I
no
can't
sense.
unsee that. I can't
No.
unsee that now.
What up here? What up here? But yeah, I don't know, man. Usually I can look at these trailers. Now, you remember how back in the day you could look at a trailer and not tell if it would be crap or not?
Mhm.
Now you can look at these trailers and tell if it's gonna be crappy. And I'm gonna put it like this: this movie may not be crappy, but I feel like it's not gonna move the needle. Because
No, it's
everybody
not.
if you watch Thunderbolts, you pretty much already know the plot. Their universe is going to get destroyed. And that's probably why they didn't give us the male version of the Silver Surfer. Because she's probably going to die with that universe, the female Silver Surfer. The universe is going to get destroyed, and that's going to lead right until Avengers Doomsday.
So here's the deal. They can kind of get away with that because Galactus is a universal survivor. Him and the Phoenix were actually the two beings, the two celestial beings that survived the quote unquote first Marvel universe that exploded and it came up with the 616. So he technically, but to me that doesn't make any sense because he's just a planet eater, not a universal, not a dimension destroyer. So that doesn't make any sense. why would they be leaving their dimension to come to our dimension if he just ate their planet? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense to me. So there's got to be something more to that.
Did you see Galactus?
I saw it. Yeah,
what you think?
I mean, it's comic accurate, so I'll give him that. But yeah, that doesn't make any sense for them to be coming from like they got to be more to it. Like they're gonna have. I don't know. They in order for them to be leaving a dimension, it has to be something far beyond Galactus that makes them leave that dimension. It has to be. And then what's that? And then did they? That essentially says they failed. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just weird.
Y'all just let me know if I'm tripping, okay? When I first saw Galactus,
I just thought of something. Okay. My fault. The only thing I can think of what they're doing is they stop Galactus, right? But then for some reason they know he's coming to our dimension, which still doesn't make sense. And they're coming to warn us. That's all I can think of. That's all I can think of. Really, it's either gonna be two. It's either gonna be two people on that ship, D. Well, a group of people and one person. Marvel might throw us for a loop, and I feel like we thinking Fantastic Four will be on that ship, but it could be Doom. I feel like they're gonna show Doom at the very end of this movie, but it could very well be Fantastic Four leaving their universe or whatever. Oh, I just thought of something. Thought of something. They are introducing Franklin Richards. I do believe.
Yes, they are.
So Franklin Richards, if y'all don't understand, anybody in the chat don't understand how powerful Franklin Richards is. Franklin Richards was making universes as a toddler. Okay, Franklin Richards is Omega level mutant. He's actually born a mutant because he's born with that power, and he has that power, which is crazy because most mutants get their power in puberty. He has his power as a child. That's how strong Franklin Richards is. So there could be a point too where he alters dimensions. I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen? But yeah, brother man is my boy. Brother man know the comic books hand and foot. He know them well. He said Galactus doesn't time travel.
Oh, okay.
You don't time travel.
Well, he doesn't need the time travel. I'm just saying, not about time travel. That would be go through dimensions.
Sergio said the imagine is he ate the planet and farted on the song.
Oh, wait, right.
Sergio always killing it in the chat. Look at his face. He clearly holding it in. He's bursting. Now, that's funny you said that, Sandro, because when I looked at this Galactus picture, I said, this look like somebody. Who you guys think that?
You know what? He's right. He doesn't like he holds it in a fart.
No, bro, but you know who that look like to me? And maybe I'm tripping. But and maybe I'm telling you, maybe I'm tripping. Do they look like Trump?
No.
You don't think so?
No. For some reason, Gundam popped in my head for like a quick second. I'm sorry. Who that he was? I don't know.
I think that kind of look like Trump. Like I said, they look like Trump with a mask on. But maybe I'm tripping. I mean,
I can see it a little bit faded when I'm looking at it. I look at it a little sideways, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't like my first thought. I was just
because you know Disney and Marvel hate Trump, so they might be trying to be a little funny, you know.
They just need to get over it. I'm just trying to figure out how they're gonna screw this up with the special effects because you know they can't get that right.
And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you guys what's hard about Fantastic Four as well. The stretchy. Have you noticed on the trailers we haven't seen the stretchy? Like we've seen a glimpse of it, but it's hard to make that look cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Even like in One Piece, they really don't show it either.
Yeah, because it looked cool.
You know what? They can do it. Here's the thing: are they going to pay the money to have the VFX folks do it right?
Right.
That's the thing. The fact that we haven't seen it means one of two things: either the VFX people are behind, or they're trying to save that for the movie. I'm thinking it's the first one because I haven't seen any special effect that has wowed me in a Marvel movie in a long time.
I'm trying to think back. Yeah, that's a good one, Lorena. What was the last Marvel movie where you like, dang, that CGI looked dope.
Oh, you know what?
I got one in my
Endgame.
head. I got one even after that. I'm gonna have to give it to Far From Home, and I'm talking about the part where he was fighting Doctor Strange. Well, Doctor Strange is fighting him.
Okay. Okay.
That was dope.
I will give you that because I keep thinking as Far From Home as a one-off.
Yeah.
I don't think of it as like one of the MCU.
You mean the No Way Home or Far From Home?
Far From Home.
Oh,
Far
wait,
From
I don't
Home is
think
the
I saw
last
that
one, right? No, I'm sorry.
No,
You're
that's
right.
No Way Home. No Way Home is a
No
Way Home is the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think effects wise, I don't think it was really Endgame was no.
This man
Endgame
said
was
the
okay.
first
Iron Man movie.
Iron Man movie.
You know what?
It was
to be fair.
That's diabolical. That's diabolical.
Diabolical. It's a soldier.
I will say Infinity War, that got me. The whole thing with everybody disappearing to it and all that, and just that was actually done pretty good. So
which one, Lorena? What you say?
For me, I thought it was Infinity War.
Endgame
had okay. Endgame looked like they recycled a lot of effects, but Infinity War, that's what threw me.
So
I
the
said,
thing I will say when it comes to Mr. Fantastic is he's another one where his power looks cooler in the comics, because in the comics you don't have the part where it's stretching. You go from the one panel, you see him, and the next panel you see him stretching. So it takes away that weirdness that you're gonna see.
It's weird
with the stretching, because listen, stretching was never one of my favorite.
Me
The reason I like Mr. And by the way, Mr. Fantastic is I like him as Spider-Man's mentor, because by the way, that Spider-Man's mentor is Reed Richards, not Tony Stark.
Reed is the smartest, right? Isn't he the smartest in the MCU? Marvel.
He is one of the smartest, because Iron Man is part of the Illuminati also. The Illuminati is the top. So it's Black Panther, Reed Richards, Tony Stark, Professor X. Did I say Black Panther?
You said Black Panther. Yeah.
I just said Black Panther. It's one more person I'm missing. Oh, Doctor Strange. Them five are the Illuminati. So, but yeah, like Reed Richards to me was never like, I never thought of him as a cool superhero. I just thought of him as a cool mentor to being the smartest guy in the Marvel universe. You know what I'm saying? Like with him, it really wasn't about him showing off his powers, about his tactical prowess, really, that made him cool for me. I didn't like him as the whole stretch guy.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, because with Reed Richards, it was mostly how his intellect.
Yes,
that seemed to be his biggest superpower.
That's a superpower, really. That's a superpower. Like when you think about comic book action panels, you're thinking The Thing and Johnny, and to a lesser part, Invisible Woman, because they all have actionable, cool powers when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the brute strength, you got the fly/fire, and then you got Invisible Woman, who has all. Invisible Woman has way more than just being invisible. Like she has energy blast. She can do all that kind of stuff like that too. So those would be your more actionable heroes on a panel. But Mr. Fantastic, again, you don't think of him that way. So that's why it really was important you get somebody who can carry Reed, and Pedro ain't it.
He is not it. He does not have the gravitas to be Reed Richards.
I love how y'all segue to the next topic. I love it. Oh, and D, let me get this real quick. So this is the top 10 smartest Marvel characters. Number 1 being Reed Richards. Second is Tony Stark.
True.
The third is Bruce Banner. I forgot about Bruce Banner. Fourth is Hank
he's a genius.
Pym.
Yeah, he is.
The other one is Hank Pym, the Ant-Man.
Hank Pym, yep.
I forgot about this one. Victor Von Doom is after him.
Victor Von Doom, yes. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. After Doom is T'Challa. Now, this is where it gets shaky. Moon Girl is next.
Never heard of him.
I've never heard of shit.
I've never heard of either. Amadeus Choi.
Amadeus Cho. He's part of the all new, all different Marvel. He's the Asian Hulk.
Oh, he's the Asian Hulk.
The Asian Hulk. So when you look at from pretty much here, look at that the Lunia Lafayette all the way down. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, those are the all new because they're all females and Asians. Those think about it.
I didn't know who any of them were. I'm like, who the heck are
I didn't know who
these?
they were either, but I can tell you how I knew who they were because I didn't know who they were. That's how I knew who they were. That's all of the 2012 Marvel. That's all the 2012 Marvel.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Reed Richards, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Reed Richards.
That's Reed Richards.
Why though? But why?
How come we couldn't have John? How come we couldn't have John Krasinski back? I mean,
John Krasinski, and you know what would have been dope? Like, even though I like this Sue Storm actress, I think she's gonna kill it.
Yeah, Vanessa Kirby's good.
But if they would have got John Krasinski and got his wife Emily Blunt, I would have took off the DC crown and put on the Marvel crown.
That would have been dope.
It would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? I bet you. How much you want to bet? Because she's one of the first few that says, if I see a strong, independent woman, I'm turned on.
She did say that.
I bet you.
Emily Blunt did say that.
I bet you that's how Sue Storm was going to come off. And that's probably why she like, nah. Because they had John in the Multiverse of Madness. They had him.
Yeah.
Why didn't they have? I mean, think about it. That would have been perfect. And I guarantee you, that's probably what she saw in that script. She probably saw that.
Because she was she's been in a couple of Disney movies. She's done a lot of voiceovers in Disney films. But yeah, you're right, Demadra. She said in an interview, if it's described up front as a strong female character, I ain't interested.
Hey, I ain't mean to cut nobody out, but they killing it in the chat. Borg Poor says celebrating Pride Month too early.
You know they are. They can't wait. They cannot wait.
They can't help themselves. Is that next month?
Yes, it is next month. This is a prime example of the Skittles Nation cheerleaders. Okay, they can't wait to be out there and put it in.
Hey, can you please take this off? There's only so much of this I can take.
Yeah, I can't take it.
And plus, you also got to remember too. Pedro has a trans sibling,
brother or something, brother or sister.
Let's see. I think originally originally, they still spitting that Y chromosome, but pretending to be a 2X chromosome. So to speak.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's what they're trying to do. So I don't know.
We could have had John Krasinski.
But we got this fool. Don't look nothing like Reed Richards.
In the words of the great Lorena Creole, we got Skittle Nation instead of John Krasinski.
100%,
man. Dang, how did Marvel drop that ball? It's crazy how they dropped that ball. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we at that hour mark. You know what I mean? And you know what comes with that?
Boy.
We will be back. Boy, Porg is
you see what he played?
Boy, Porg is killing it. Boy, Porg is killing it in the chat.
The emoji you got going on.
Yeah, that emoji, that's what killed me right there, the emoji part. I never even seen that emoji before. That's hilarious.
Boy, Porg. Everybody killing it in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Stick around. We will be right back.
Your family hates your guts because you fucked up and brought them sad sandwiches. It's your girl Kathy back with another pan, but this ain't just any other pan. This a red copper flip witch. Go on, flip it and flop it. You can flip it, flop it, flip it, floop it. Look at that meanie panini. I'm doing work out here. Really is honestly like you're getting two red copper pans, not gonna lie to you. This how I roll up my fat Mac Daddy and cheese blunt. Oh, we just getting started. Look at this bread covered in bacon, egg, and cheese. All you gotta do is lock the handles down, flip it upside down, and guess what? Yeah, I bet your simple mind can't even understand what's going on. That's because it's got the twin chambers that seal the food environment. It cooks fast and easy, like grilled cheesy on a sealed wrap. Fucking perfect panini. Ooh, look at that meatball. Press it, flip it, and guess what? We got burgers. Wait, you don't like burgers? Oh, I know what you like. Wieners. Here's a fajita pita I got last night at Jack in the Box. You know it ain't half bad if you put it in the flip witch for a minute or two. Get stuffed with my French toast. Bon voyage, motherfucker. Yo, hit me up. I got a couple grams. And I ain't talking about these crackers. And here comes the money shot. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Look at that shit. I know you want some pudgy pies. Everybody's gonna want a flip witch. Jews, Mexicans, it's for everyone. And it's affordable. But you're gonna pay for shipping and handling. And I know you fat motherfuckers love looking at pictures of food, so I'm gonna throw in a free book.
And we back, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro,
I'm
the
not gonna
sound effects in there was crazy.
Well, with the old woman cooking.
Yo, just the sound effects. You heard the dripping sounds and all of y'all. The attention to detail was insane. And
She said, "Get some of these pudgy pies."
yo, the one that killed me too said, "You don't like you don't like burgers? I know what you like, wieners." I'm like, yo, yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
All right,
my
ladies
God.
and gentlemen. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. This is trailer reaction time. We're just gonna go through this and then we're gonna talk about it. YouTube. This
Fair
is
use.
Fair
Yeah, and
use.
I don't even want to see it. I know what this is.
I
Yeah,
know
but we
what
gotta-
it is.
we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about
Oh
it.
God.
Here we go.
Hello? For real?
Welcome, Riri. In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is this?
You ready, Riri? You'll suffocate and die unless you break into the device on the floor, where you'll find a gas mask. Good luck.
Would you like to play a
Screw
game?
this.
Okay, this took me out. I didn't know Riri had super strict. Let's just watch this part one more time. I didn't know she had super strict.
So she know how to. Yeah. Okay.
Now Riri look like she 100 pounds soaking wet.
She
And
did
she
it
can
wrong.
rip metal. She can rip metal up. Let's continue.
If she would have, okay, sorry. Engineer
and
brain
Steve,
is really getting
that's all-
mad right now.
I'm right about to say, because we got an engineer on the panel. Let's continue.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius. So you went her out. Riri, I see you. I see you're fed up, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable. Something
Important.
iconic. It's a brand new
I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot.
Okay, I'm not gonna front. This look kind of cool right here. This look cool.
know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that.
This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
Solo lost money.
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
Yay!
Can I just say one thing before we get anything?
Yes,
I
sir.
am so tired of just because you got a brown person in it, you got to play hip hop. Could we please stop that? And it's not even real hip hop. You want to put something on there? Give me some real hip hop. Give me some Wu-Tang or something. I don't want to hear that crap, bro.
You're absolutely right.
Come on.
They can't. First of all, they come up with this hip hop track that no one's heard of. Like y'all were saying, would have pulled out some Wu-Tang if they were playing Public Enemy, if they were playing DMX, if they were something like that pretty much is common knowledge when you hear it. That'll be fine. But they're not doing that. They're just pulling it to make it seem like, okay, well, we know what black
They want to make it urban.
Make it urban. See, this is for all of you privileged white people who don't know what the hood is like, because we all throw up dollars in the air and dance around.
Stupid stuff.
Get the freak out of here.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I can't wait to tear this apart.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I look. What I say, I'm tired of the swappings in general, and this is swapping. What they call that? Ground zero swapping right there. It's a triple swap. It's a swap of a dude, swap of pigmentation, swap of freaking intelligence, all that stuff. It's a swap square.
But okay, let me be the advocate in this.
Do it. Let's hear what you got.
This is our original character. Didn't you ask for original character?
No, it's not original
I
character.
didn't ask for this chick.
That's not an original character.
No.
No, it is not.
She did not create her own robot in a garage. She didn't do that. She stole freaking Stark Tech to do it.
I'm gonna say it like everybody said it.
You right. I forgot about that.
How
You
are
right.
we getting an Ironheart before we get Armor Wars with freaking Rhodey? How is that happening?
But you know what? Lorraine
How's
actually
that
right.
happening?
But I'm gonna tell you, Lorraine, I forgot about that. Like this suit right here, this white suit, that's not her suit. That's Stark Tech.
She freaking stole Stark Tech from what I was told, because I was like, where the heck does this character come from? Apparently, yeah, she stole Stark technology. She didn't create it on her own. It wasn't like she was an intern at Stark Industries and came up with it. No, she freaking stole it. Then Tony let her freaking keep it.
Yeah, that's right. This is Stark Tech.
I don't even like that suit. I don't even like the suit.
I thought it was kind of dope.
What's on the shoulders? What is that?
You know what it looks like? You know what it reminds me of? Oh my gosh. Ultron. That's what it reminds me of. Like they took part of what Ultron looked like and redid the design. That's what it reminds me of. Just with a longer neck. That's about it.
Her first appearance in the comics was the Mighty Iron Man. If you ain't gonna tell me that's not a spot, I don't know what else is. They didn't even bother changing, just like they didn't bother changing Miles Morales. Who is Miles Morales? He ain't Spider-Man. I'm just letting y'all know that. I'm gonna say that forever.
He's Miles Morales. He's not freaking.
And before anybody says anything, yes, Spider-Noir, which I'm actually looking forward to seeing, is
that
not
looks dope.
a spot. That's not a spot. That's an alternate version of Peter Parker. That's what that is.
So Tony supposedly donated it to her. Either way, it wasn't hers to begin with in the first place when she went and stole it. That does nothing for me. Because I look at this chick, it's not like she's doing this on her own. It's not like, I know plenty of engineers just like me, slogging their way through school. I almost went to MIT, but MIT was too freaking expensive. Okay, for me to go to. So most engineering students, okay, they're building stuff to actually add to society. You have them building like robotic limbs. You have them, you know, building things that have never been, working on projects that have
Oh,
never been.
Speaking of robotic limbs, did you see that one girl who lost her forearms and they gave her the Alita? Like her arms is like Alita. Like she could literally
Bro,
like
pour that up. I want to see that.
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't
But
see that?
yeah,
Hold on,
my
let me pull
alma
it up.
mater that I went to, that's what they did in the engineering lab. You had robotics, you had electro optics, you had all this other stuff that you worked on. But you sure as heck aren't going to some. I love Anthony Ramos. I'm going to say this straight. I love him. He's freaking gorgeous. But no.
Who is
why
that?
she
The
got
guy here?
Yeah.
Now they told me, some of the comic book boys told me, they said his character is called the Hood, the Cape.
Yes, the Hood.
Yeah,
that's what they call him. The Hood. Seriously?
The Hood.
Oh, and from what I understand, he's going to be working for either Dormammu or Mephisto. Like, why would you have Dormammu or Mephisto in this show and not have her in freaking WandaVision? What is wrong with you people?
Because they don't read the, okay, put it this way, they read the comics that nobody wants to freaking read. So they do not read, you know, like the Silver Age and all that stuff. They do not, because if they did, Mephisto would have been in WandaVision where he should have been in the first place.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't get this whole show. Basically is, how would you put it? You know, to placate BLM, the Summer of Love, to say we actually did something and put Black people in it. That's all this is. No one knows who these characters are. No one really cares who these characters are. Why was Riri Williams even in Wakanda Forever?
Right.
She had no reason to be in that one whatsoever. And the only thing that this whole show was going to be about is, you know, you tried to keep her down. She's smarter than Tony Stark, which is why they had darn Robert Downey Jr. supposedly told her, "Oh yeah, you're great. You're doing a great job. She's doing a great job." Yeah, really? Sure. I don't think so.
Okay,
they're giving her stuff just like Rey was given everything or took everything. She didn't earn jack, and this chick did not earn jack.
They must be backpedaling, Lorena. Right here it says Dominique Thorne says it's clear that Riri Williams is not Tony Stark in the Disney Plus series Ironheart. She does not have $1 billion at her disposal. She does not have the resources. She doesn't have the mentorship or the guidance. Well, I thought we already knew that. I thought that was already established.
Yeah, we know that. That's why we don't like her.
Yeah, we don't.
She's not
so
original.
Important.
Okay.
She's not original. There's nothing about her that's endearing at all. She acts like she freaking knows everything. Even in Wakanda Forever, when she was, I don't know, she was like selling tests or whatever to folks. Man, engineering, you don't have freaking time to do that. You really don't. You're trying to do your stuff, not somebody else's stuff. Mike has bad knees. You know, one of the things that I hated about Wakanda Forever when it came to Riri Williams, they just talked about her dad. They didn't show her dad. There was this actual good scene where she talked about, you know, this car was my dad's car. My dad and I used to work on this all the time, and he taught me X, Y, and Z. But he's dead.
That's crazy.
That was it.
Yo,
they'll never paint the brothers
bro.
in a great light. Oh, okay. Oh, that's like a Luke Skywalker joint.
Yeah,
that is dope.
That is crazy.
Oh, I bet you that works with Bluetooth too, so the pieces can communicate with each other.
Oh, but hold on. Okay, this is my brain can only go so far. My brain is not expanded like Lorena. She controls it, right? She controls
it.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all break it down to dumb people terms. How does she control it?
It would be the impulses inside your arm, like when you're moving. It probably has a sensor on her arm that actually like because when everything you got to figure. Think about this here. Even in the Matrix, what did they say? They wanted the human brain because it uses electricity. We have electrical pulses in us, so you would figure that whatever was on the other side of her arm, it's probably when she moves, it's probably telling the machine to move too.
Bro,
because even if you but I was just gonna say, like, even if you lose a limb, like percent, you lose like a leg or something like that, you still have those nerve pathways that your foot's not there anymore, but it's just like you can feel it with your
neurons.
They call
don't they call it phantom? Phantom limbs, right?
Yeah, phantom limbs.
Those pathways are still there.
Yeah.
Look, I hope y'all don't think I'm stupid.
No, it's okay. That they don't know.
Nah, have y'all ever just wondered about your body, like your body is magnificent, like me doing this? How am I doing that? Like how? You know what
it's
I mean?
Because your brain communicates through the nervous system. That's pretty much what it is. Because when I first got into like engineering, I took a biology class, AP Bio, which talks about how your body communicates. How your brain tells the rest of your body things to do and how that communication happens.
That's crazy.
So they put that into robotics.
That's insane to me, man. I mean, when you watch Empire Strikes Back, you only think that's futuristic. We there.
Oh yeah,
we there.
We've been there. We've been there.
Once they get that arm, so they can make it look like actual human. That's when you reach it. Like right now, you can tell that it's a robotic arm. Once they get it to a part where it looks like it's your skin, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. It'd be like
It's
Biff and what's his name? Not Biff. What they call him? His grandson, not Biff. It was Buck, whatever his name was. He got the cybernetics. He's like, McFly, come here, McFly.
but bro,
he's switching out.
Bro, you know what's gonna happen after that. You know what's gonna happen after that.
What's that?
Y'all ever seen the anime Ghost in the Shell?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Motherfuckers gonna take that to the next level, bro.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? Ghost in the Shell. Yeah. You know what's actually a good reminder to that? Because Lorena, you about to get it. Is Stellar Blade kind of has that feel where it's like because I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'll just put it to you like this here. It's you'll see what I'm saying. And as long as you didn't watch any of my gameplay, you'll know what I'm talking about.
But bro,
this
June 11th.
It kind of compares to Ghost in the Shell. It kind of compares to that a little bit.
But bro, this is what I'm saying. You not, bro. It's gonna be like Cyberpunk or Ghost in the Shell to where motherfuckers ain't gonna want their own limbs no more. You know what I'm saying?
Upgrades. I want upgrades.
Like in Ghost in the Shell, like the main character, she got a partner. He don't even have his real eyes. He got cybernetic eyes, bro. And he can like see through walls and analyze stuff. And his eyes is like the internet. So he don't need to get on a computer or a cell phone no more because it's all in his eyes. I think that's where it's going.
Oh,
it's gonna go there. Yeah.
Fade, you got an SC.
Oh, I appreciate you, Brian. I appreciate you, brother. Let me blow you up in the best way, sir. And I have no videos. How did that happen?
Oh, dang, really?
Yeah. StreamYard will be tripping. Thank you so much, Brian. Yeah, be tripping. Thank you. So I want to.
You know what's crazy about that scene?
What?
So I was going to say, how Goku beat somebody with a fusion when the fusion is supposed to make you stronger than a single being? Because he hit them so hard, he made them split. You understand that? he split the fusion. Not even Majin Buu did that to them. Majin Buu didn't even split them.
It's gonna come a point where Goku gonna be so strong he gonna be able to challenge that little dude. They're supposed to be like the god of the universe.
Well, actually, they're gonna look. I hate to sidetrack you, but if you watch Daima, there's somebody above Zeno because Zeno is actually
it's gonna always be somebody above.
I know. No, but when you think about it, Zeno is technically the god king of destruction because he just destroys stuff. When you there is another god that's a creator type because somebody who created the 13 universes is out there. So it's a whole nother, it's a god of creation in Dragon Ball too. So just wanted to put that out.
Y'all, yes, sir. If y'all was betting people, I got y'all gambling again.
Okay.
Do you think Ironheart is going to be a big success and they're going to make us eat every word we said against it?
In what universe?
What you smoking? Whatever you smoking. Can I have some? Can I have some? What you smoking, bro?
What universe?
Bro,
bro,
they're dropping all three. It is 6 episodes. They're dropping 3 on the first day.
Yes.
What? That's a show.
Yes.
They're dropping 3 on the first day.
3
Whenever
on
they
the
do
first
that
day.
means it's over. It's over.
So
I
I
will
gotta
give him
sit
this.
there for 3 hours and watch this trash.
I'll give you this. They're at least thinking it's a little bit better than Echo because Echo to drop the whole thing at once. Echo to drop the whole thing at once. When Disney look, that just shows you. Look, I know everybody understands. Like you had the Netflix
Echo
version.
was trash.
Netflix version is technically it's kind of played out now because people want to spread it out, right? You want to spread it out to get the water cooler conversation, all that stuff like that. You want to spread it out. So when they dropping the whole series at once. They want to get the F out of here. That's get it out.
They trying to get. You know what that means?
They want people to go down a memory hole.
The first 2 episodes are going to suck really bad. The third one, it looks like they're pulling themselves out of the hole, and then the other 3 are just going to suck too. That's what they're going to do.
You guys exactly right. They dropped that Daredevil Born Again 2 episodes at once. Oh my God, that second episode was so trash. I wanted to scream. It was just so boring. And then they got the nerve to keep saying that they dropping a Daredevil season 2. Jessica Jones is coming back. They showed pictures of her on the set. But how's y'all dropping a season 2? And it was so bad that it didn't even show up on the Nielsen rating.
None. They lost me when they killed Foggy. That's when they lost me.
Yeah. Now, this is where it's going to lose you. Definitely, Lorena.
I got to do. Hold on, Fatal. I got to do. I got to do this.
I'm about to drop a bomb.
I got to do it because A2 said she wants to hear it. It's going to be. Trash. A2 wanted the trash. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Lord. Shout out to D. I use that on all my videos, bro. You watch my videos? That's all I do, man. You need to trademark that, bro. Somebody gonna steal that. Now, Lorena, I hate to do this to you because I know this is your favorite character. I think this is your favorite superhero character of all time. Marvel has their eye on this person.
Oh no!
They want.
Oh hell no!
Oh no! I know exactly.
No.
I know exactly where we're going.
No. No.
Cynthia Erivo.
No.
Is reportedly being considered.
No.
For the role of Storm.
Lorena doing the Tracy Morgan. She's like, no.
Y'all, y'all know how much I love Storm. She is my favorite female character. One of the reasons why I got into the X-Men comics in the first freaking place.
Yeah.
I forgot where my artwork at. I had to move it out of
hands down Storm. If it ain't Wonder Woman, I would say Storm is the best female comic book character of all time.
100% is. And you are gonna cast. Well, here's the thing, because my time to shine, straight dope. He doesn't really get everything right.
He don't get everything right.
He doesn't get everything right. However, this supposedly reportedly being considered, her agent probably dropped that to somebody. Hey, my client's probably being considered for for the role of Storm. You can put that out there. I didn't know. I cannot. No, I can't see her.
I can't.
Plus,
I can't
isn't
see
she
it.
kind of short too?
I just can't see it. I just,
First off, they need to get off of that. What is that? Ozempic? Whatever her and the other one's taking. They need to get off of that, man. Either that or whatever.
Yeah,
because
that other girl,
that don't look healthy, man.
She did not used to look like that at all.
If you looked at her in Wicked, she had some meat on her. Like, so did whatever her name is, the other girl. And after that movie, it's like they both was like doing lines of freaking Ozempic off of freaking behind. Like, what is y'all doing, bro? That is not.
You know what? I totally agree. She's not. But then again, how many times have we seen these castings where they cast these chicks who look like they fell out of an ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down?
Now I got a theory out there, Lorena. Is it they don't want to show beautiful black women on screen? Now maybe that's just me.
They don't.
Okay.
They don't.
Okay.
They do not. They don't want to show beautiful looking women, period. Because you've got these class of chicks that are in Hollywood that are mad because the good looking girls in high school stole their potential boyfriends. They weren't interested in them in the first place. Okay.
They're mad because there's a whole bunch of Leonardo DiCaprios out there. Once they hit 25, get out my door. They be like, get out. Hey, you 24? Get over here.
Yeah.
But they don't, because the more that I watch K-dramas, because I freaking love K-dramas, everybody in them darn things are good looking.
Oh yeah,
every
Asian
one of
women
them.
Are gorgeous.
You cannot be ugly and get cast in
they don't play that.
K-drama.
They don't play that.
Where's this at? Where's this at?
Korea.
Oh,
Korea.
Drama. Like if you watch any K-drama,
hey,
they all good looking.
Blackpink, Fatal J is a big fan. Y'all know who Blackpink is?
Yes, I do. I know who Blackpink is. Yes, I do.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I do.
I'm
K-pop group.
I'm about to open up a brand new door for you, sir. I hate the segue, and I'm probably gonna get my channel destroyed. But it'll be destroyed. It'll probably be so worth it. I love Blackpink. You probably gonna say, Fatal J, what's wrong with you? I don't care. I love Blackpink. That's one of my hidden pleasures in life. Okay. So here we go. Blackpink. Here we go.
That's Blackpink.
Blackpink in your area.
Okay. YouTube, please don't. I'm gonna play it in sections and then I'm gonna stop because I know you're ready to destroy me. Here we go.
Listen, I don't play. Don't play.
Bro, I love that stuff, bro.
I got something for you. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
Blackpink, baby, Blackpink.
Blackpink, and not only that, but you got black people who are in K-pop groups. Take a look at what they look like.
Yeah. D, I'm telling you, you ain't ready for that door to be open, bro. Leave that door alone if you ain't. That's a crazy door.
Listen, don't have me start.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since we on S-Man topic, you guys let me know what you think about this. And congrats to Sinners. Sinners is now over the mark. So we're gonna see some Sinners sequels. So congratulations to Ryan Coogler, even though he destroyed T'Challa, Black Panther. Excuse me. All right, let's get to the main topic right here. Marvel Studios reportedly had talks with Ryan Coogler to direct the X-Men reboot film. D, this goes to you. Basically, watching all of Ryan Coogler's work, do you think Ryan Coogler is the man to give us an X-Men movie in the MCU?
He's hit or miss with me. He really is. So you had the Black Panther 1, which was good. Black Panther 2, which was trash, Sinners, which was good, and I guarantee you, Riri show is gonna be trash. So it's hit or miss. He's not 100%.
Don't forget the first Creed. He did the first Creed as well.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good movie. But he had a lot of. Didn't he have help with Sylvester with that too, though?
I think Sylvester did the writing, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I think they all kind of pitched in on that. It's like you said, D. He seemed like he's getting better, and I love that he made an original concept and it's a banker. Mm-hmm. So that kind of gives me faith that he could do an X-Men movie. And watching the interviews that he's done in the past, he into the comic books. So I wouldn't mind. I don't know.
But here's the thing. Does he want to even deal with Disney? Because I get the feeling that Disney tries to control.
No.
What
dear God, does. No.
So, like, if you look at, like, Wakanda Forever, and then you look at Sinners, that's like night and day. You have more creative control over Sinners. And right now, since that movie dropped and is making a ton of money, you don't need to deal with Disney.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think he need to just continue doing original works.
I agree, yeah.
Let the Russo's brothers, because I know the Russo brothers, they're going to be like what James Gunn is doing with the DCU.
They're doing Doomsday, though.
But after Doomsday, they like Kevin Feige is taking his hands off, and Russo brothers going to take over more.
You think so?
No, I know so. That's the news. Kevin Feige he's stepping back because and I think Kevin Feige know he messing it up. So he taking the Russo brothers. I did a video about it not too long ago. Let me see. I know I did a video on that not too long ago. See, you don't be watching my stuff though, bro. That's the problem with you. You be tripping. Let me explain it to you right here. Fatal J. Yes, sir. Explain to D what's going on in Marvel. Yes, sir. Listen to me, man. Listen. This is huge news. So reportedly, and this scoop comes from Daniel RPK, that the Russo's brothers, you know, the directors behind Winter Soldier, Endgame, Infinity War, well, look like they signed a new deal with Marvel Studios where they'll be leading brand new projects with the MCU, one including X-Men projects. This is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen, because for one, the Russo brothers gave us the best movies the MCU had to offer, and I like the fact that these two brothers can bring a slew of Marvel characters together into one movie, one saga, and bring that heat. Most directors cannot do that, so I'm looking forward to the Russo brothers leading off the X-Men projects, because I've always said this: if Marvel get X-Men right, if they get Spider-Man right, it's smooth. Do you think the Russo brothers will be? You ever watch your own videos and feel like you dumb? I guess it's just me.
Fatal wilding, bro. You be wild.
My family was watching
Fatal. Don't ever change.
My family was watching The Equalizer 2 on Netflix. They're huge Denzel Washington fans. I have no idea what they see. Oh, I forgot about that. This is a rumor too. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is a rumor that came out this week. I want to know you guys' take on this too.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. I should have it right here. This is going to be a tough one. Let me read it to you. It says right here.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Marvel Studio wants Denzel Washington to play Magneto in the MCU. Now, we all know Denzel can annihilate, in a good way, annihilate anything he touched, act, or perform.
Right.
But would it be right to make him Magneto?
No, it wouldn't. It
No.
would totally change Magneto's origin story.
I
It
agree.
makes him what he is.
And
I
to
agree.
be fair, Magneto being a Holocaust survivor is a retcon anyway, because the original Magneto was just evil to be evil.
Mhm.
And big shouts to Young Whipper because he did a breakdown on this too. But yeah, that even with that retcon became so synonymous, I should say, with Magneto's character by changing that by changing his ethnicity. You are changing the fundamental portion of Magneto.
And that's
100%. And listen, I get it. It's tough. Every year that passes, it is tough to hold those events in the past and keep those characters the ages they are now. I get that, because if you're going by real time, back in the 80s when this was popular, him being the survivor of WW2 made sense because of the decade we're in. We're now in 2025. I get that might be a little difficult to play that, with 2025, especially if you're going to be keeping it modern. I understand that. With that being said, you can't change that. You just can't.
And I don't think they should. I don't think they should at all, because I hate this whole thing created for modern audiences. History is there for a reason. And some of y'all need to be made uncomfortable to find out exactly what happened during that time period.
Yes.
And keeping Magneto the way that his origin story is, we focus on that. I'm just so sick and tired of we have to make it for modern. Why?
Correct.
I got a theory.
No, and even if it's not even trying to make it for modern audience, the fact that we're in modern times, and if they're trying to tell that story and they're keeping it within our, it's kind of difficult. It's just the way they are portraying the MCU is that it's right now. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the timeline, it's now. All the technology they have is the cell phones, all that stuff is now. It's not like how with the Fantastic Four, for instance, they're doing it as an alternate 60s. See, if they did the MCU as an alternate 60s, which they should have stopped again, like everybody said, they should have stopped with Endgame and then just started over with the alternate 60s and then go forward. It would make sense to have the characters be the ages they are now. But if you're going to keep trying to keep it modern as far as the storyline they're telling, with the keeping it modern day, not necessarily modern audience, but keeping it modern day. Magneto is going to be way too old to be living right now. You get what I'm saying? I understand.
True. I get your point. I get your point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna be way too old for
yeah.
Right now. Any WW2 survivor is
be
in
like
90.
90.
Exactly.
The youngest ones would be probably in their
correct.
In their 90s.
Like
so
my grandmother is still alive, and she's 96, going to be 97. So she's been around since that time. But my point being is, she can't. If you think about my grandmother's age right now, she can't be flying around doing magnetism. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where that little hiccup comes. Now, in the comics, Magneto was made younger by one of his associates. They made him younger, which
I remember that. I got them comics.
Yeah, they made him
younger. Yeah,
but that still doesn't help with Professor X because they're supposed to be best friends, so he would still be the same age. That's all I'm trying to say. I get that hiccup with it, but that's why they should have done once the Endgames ended, they should have rebooted and started it at a futuristic 60s and moved forward. That's what they should have did. They could then it would have made sense.
Yeah. D and Lorena, I kind of went viral. I wasn't trying to go viral. I was just telling the truth because I was kind of angry about this. Because I'm kind of tired of the race swap.
Nice.
So I got like 1,000 likes. But I wasn't doing it for the likes. This is really what I was really honestly feeling this way. You guys let me know if I went overboard. So this is what I wrote. I said, Disney Marvel is an evil company who creates racial division among the fans and the internet. They do not care about black people. If they did, they would know black fans do not want this. Fans rather have Michael Fassbender than Denzel as Magneto. What you guys think about that?
I think you're 100% correct. I think I'm one of your likes on that. So yeah.
Same here. I mean, that's exactly it. Disney, I wouldn't call, well, Disney, their C-suite is evil. Marvel, they do not care whatsoever about the fans. They don't care about the integrity of their own characters. So to prove that they're doing something, yeah, let's just do this race swap and nobody cares. It looks like we did something, right? When they did absolutely nothing. But you were 100% right. If they cared about Black characters, one, they would have recast T'Challa, and they didn't do that.
100%. Yep.
They did not.
And they would have got Blade right. How do you get Blade wrong?
Yeah.
How do you mess that up? How do you mess that up? You got Blade.
You F it up when you don't really care about Blade.
Correct.
You just care about the message.
Correct.
Or, coming up with some female character that nobody freaking cares about.
Listen, we get it. It wasn't that many Black characters out there, but there are Black characters out there. Because listen, I know people hate to hear this, but we're only a small percentage of this country. Just to go by that, listen, 13%. We are. It's understandable that the majority of the Marvel universe will have, lighter pigmentation people in it. With that being said, they already have Black characters that you can use. We've already seen some. Black Panther's the first one. Obviously, you got
Marvel.
What's that?
Blue Marvel.
Yes, you got him. You got Deathlock. You got
Thrasher.
You got who else? You got
Thrasher is dope.
Storm. You got Bishop. You got
Bishop.
Luke Cage in his 70s disco shirt.
Did y'all see who wanted to play Bishop recently?
No. Who?
Big Black Star. Pause. Ray.
Oh,
get the no.
You don't want to play Bishop?
Hell no. They're no.
I mean, I get it.
You can't play Bishop.
All right. On the flip side, though, ladies and gentlemen, it's another rumor about somebody that wanted to play Magneto. If this happens, remember when I said with John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, I take out the crown and put the Marvel crown? If they do this, DC is in trouble, because if they pick this guy, which I don't think is going to happen, but if it happens, if they pick this guy, DC is in trouble. I don't know if you guys seen it this week, but this news right here. Daniel Day-Lewis, Marvel is eyeing him to play Magneto. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Last of the Mohicans, Daniel Day-Lewis?
Because this dude only acts, every 10 years? Yeah,
I mean, I'm like, where did they drag him out?
The name sounds familiar, the face sounds familiar, but I can't think of anything he's been in that I know of off the top of my head.
He like the white version of Denzel Washington. That's how cold he is.
You know what? Why don't y'all just get Cillian Murphy to play Magneto? You gonna do this?
That would be a dope pick too, but why not just keep Michael Fassbender? He was great.
Fassbender would be great.
I have no problem. I like
especially since they're trying to bring back the X-Men from the Fox into the Doomsday.
And even McAvoy was dope as X. Professor X, he was dope.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I liked him.
And them two right now, they are getting the age where it will look right for them to be Magneto, Professor X.
They at the right age now, to play those roles. Because let's be honest,
correct.
Patrick
that's
Stewart
what you should get,
bro. How many days? And I ain't saying years. How many days do Patrick?
Yo, you wrong for that. Yeah, you wrong. That's diabolical right there, bro.
How many days left do Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen got? Days, not years.
I mean, you're wrong, but you're not wrong.
Bro, if I'm not correct, somebody Google them joints. They in their 90s, right? They gotta be in their 90s.
They up there. They up there.
Bro, when you watch the first X-Men movie, the first one, bro, they was old in that joint.
I know. That was what, 30 years ago?
That was like 40, 30 years ago, bro.
Nah, it wasn't 40. It was 30 years ago.
I'm hoping Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen can
is they gonna make it after the film? Can they make it that long, bro?
That's crazy too, cause you ain't lying. You ain't lying. They are up there in age.
They are up there.
That's why I'm saying if you're gonna bring back anybody, you should have brought back Fassbender and McAvoy. That's who you should have brought.
True.
And then just let them ride. Let them ride. Pay them all the money just like you paid. Bro, you know they came out their pocket to get Hugh Jackman. And allegedly he's coming back again. So my thing is, because he said he was done. And they said, yeah, are you sure about you being done? Hold on. They're like, you sure how much that number was? I'm gonna write a number down. How many more zeros you want me to put down on this? Oh, you're not done. Okay, yeah. That's what they said. That's it. So you know they came out their pocket to get Hugh Jackman. So my thing is, come out your pocket, get McAvoy, get Fassbender.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
if you put all these people, they put all these people in this movie. Just go ahead and get them two.
Bro, two of the most coldest X-Men scenes is when Fassbender. Remember, what's the dude from the dancing movie? Chris Bacon. What's his name?
Who?
Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon.
Oh, Kevin Bacon.
Remember Kevin Bacon was the one that killed his mama, the Magneto mama.
Oh yeah, he played yeah.
And remember the reason why he killed his mama is because he couldn't use his powers to make that coin move. Remember?
Yeah, correct.
So at the end of First Class, you remember what Fassbender did? He took that coin, that same coin that got his mama killed, and made it go through Kevin Bacon's head slowly.
Yeah.
Bro, that was cold.
Yeah.
Then the second scene that was cold. Remember Fassbender? Whatever. He took his daughter's necklace and killed all them soldiers with the necklace. Bro,
yes. That was dope. Oh, I remember that. Dang.
I was like, I said, okay, Fassbender is Magneto. Okay, he's dope. That's incredible.
That's great when they show stuff like that just to give you a visual medium. But you got to understand how gangster Magneto really is.
That's what I'm saying.
Magneto doesn't need metal. He doesn't need a physical object. The metal's in your blood. He can boil. he can just extract that from you. Magneto is no joke.
But that's how he broke out. What was that movie? Was that the third one or the second one? Remember, he was in that glass prison. They made sure everything was glass and plastic. But the blue chick, she made one of the guards.
Oh yeah. She gave him a magnesium shot. Yeah.
And that's how he escaped because he said too much iron in your blood. You know?
Correct.
Magneto is cold. So if they get Daniel Day-Lewis, I'm wishing Fassbender. It's either way. You make Magneto the big bad baddie, and Marvel gonna win.
Or they could they could give us Apocalypse properly because Apocalypse is a problem.
Well, that's Oscar Isaac.
Forget that. That's not Apocalypse. I'm talking about give me X-Men, not 97, but X-Men back in the day, the cartoon. That's Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a problem.
No, that X-Men 97 was cold too, D.
I didn't like the portrayal. They didn't look like him, man.
Okay. Well, that aside, don't tell me X-Men 97 wasn't incredible. That was incredible.
I enjoyed it. I did not think it was going to be that good.
Yeah, that was.
You talking about the animation one? The animation was good.
Yeah, the animation was fire. Let me blow up Darth Plato. Thank you so much, man. Stop making Lorena exasperate. That's my job. Darth Plato, you a bad man.
Hey, Darth Plato.
We got 10 more minutes left in the show. We're going to end it off with a trailer reaction. I don't know if you guys seen this. I saw it, but I wanted to wait until I was streaming to show this.
Okay.
We're gonna check it out, and then you guys let me know how you feel. You let me know if this is gonna be a banger or is it just gonna be another whatever.
Okay.
So here we go, right here. Let's check it out.
He gonna get so eight.
Hey, that looks tight.
On the island we're headed to, 24 species have survived there.
So we got Blade and we got Black Widow. Let's continue.
They're alone.
The theme park owners did experimental work.
Look good,
Leaving
though.
only the worst ones here.
Said I'm rooting for the dinosaurs. They look really good.
They do look good.
Bro, why would you?
Oh, that's even bigger. Oh, that
Don't see that every day or ever.
Let's go.
If we get this DNA, millions of lives are saved.
Maybe we should make this quick, huh? Time to move.
Fair use.
We put ourselves in a place where we don't belong.
Dang, I thought that was Henry Cavill for a split second.
That's kind of our specialty.
It's universal. They gonna claim you.
She's scared.
Hey.
She's scared though.
I just hope they don't demonetize. I mean, like, now that's tight. What kind of dinosaur is that?
That is a genetically engineered dinosaur. So
Man,
that's
that's-
even more dangerous than the Indominus Rex. It's like a cross between an alien, a velociraptor, and a T-Rex.
That's gonna be tight. Because I noticed the last few Jurassic Parks, that's what they've been doing, been gene splicing. Because with what was that first one, the Chris Pratt, they had a genetically engineered, and then the sequel had a genetically raptor. Okay, this look good.
Remember the one that was invisible?
Yeah. I like this. Let's continue.
Come on, fly!
Hey, this gonna look good at IMAX.
There was a source. We found it? No, it found us.
Oh, not the oh gosh, it's with Megalodon. I forget what that is.
But you know, Lorena, just looking at this though, I want this to be better than Fantastic Four. Like, I'll sell it because they did Black Widow and Blade dirty. You know what I mean?
True.
Mahershala Ali definitely needs a win. Scarlett, she need a win because they try to do her dirty. That would be the perfect poetic justice.
I think they will, because the last Jurassic World movie was ass. It was
It's
horrible.
gonna make money worldwide. It's gonna make money
So
worldwide.
this one
These
is
movies
going to make
really
plenty
go
of
up.
money because
Yeah,
it's getting more into the horror aspect of it.
Yeah.
I will say this though, you do know that the crazy thing about that's a very sensationalized version of the T-Rex. Like I remember, I forget where I read it, but the T-Rex is actually more of a scavenger, not a predator, because of his limbs. The limbs he would not be a good predator because he doesn't have good limbs in the front.
Yeah, but he got that big old jaw though.
It don't matter though. It don't matter. That's not what a predator would be able to do. A predator needs all fours. He's more of a scavenger than a predator.
That's a
Which
good
is
point.
why they genetically spliced it. with other stuff because because the raptors they hunt and they're more dangerous than a T-Rex because if you saw on the one with it's like 3 of them, they all ganged up on them and was like ripping them apart. They are the most dangerous because they're real smart. So that's what they did. They started splicing like raptors with T-Rex and crossing and making more and more and more dangerous dinosaurs.
Well, you know, it's crazy. When I see stuff like this, like the real world aspect of it is like the whole gain of function type of deal. Why people got to be stupid? Why are you touching stuff like they spliced the wolf and made the dire wolf now, even though it's not a real dire wolf. But they like, come on, man, y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gonna make something that y'all gonna regret. I'm just telling you. Y'all gotta stop.
It's probably human beings right now walked around that's been cloned and spliced up.
Yeah, probably.
It wouldn't shock me, bro. It would. They just slowly revealing this stuff. You know what I mean? they don't already did it, man. But let's continue.
You better.
Hey, I love this. Is a dope trailer.
This
I'm gonna
looks
tell
so
you,
good.
it looked dope because I want to see more of that creature too.
I saw that I saw the trailer in the theater.
Yeah.
And I think it's supposed to be like the megalodon. It was just this huge like cross between a shark and a dinosaur or something else.
Because wasn't that the thing that killed that spliced up creature with the
yes
the first one?
Yep. Came right out the water and
I want to see more of that creature. Yeah, this is a dope trailer. Let's continue. This is gonna be a good movie.
Oh dang! Oh, did you see the eye?
Yeah, this gonna be good. This gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
You know what's crazy though? The only saving grace we have about this in like actual modern day with them splicing everything is that those creatures probably wouldn't live long because they're too big. They'll have to eat a lot. There's not a lot of in the food chain. Like something that big, you can't eat. That can't just live off of just regular stuff. You got it. That's got
D, I'm gonna refute that. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna refute that. We have explored more in space than we did in the ocean. I'm gonna say that again. Mm-hmm. We have explored more in outer space than we have in the ocean. And
that's true. Now here's the only thing I will say about that. That particular creature will be fine in the water because I'm pretty sure something down there like that now. I'm talking about like the dinosaurs, the land walkers. There's not enough food for them. They won't be able to live. They won't be able to live.
Bro, we wouldn't let them live. We would be so scared. We would be dropping bombs on that stuff. You know? Bro, we wouldn't let. Bro, if you knew a T-Rex was like a few miles from you, we gonna like strap up and hunt him. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't happen. But that trailer is dope, man. Very dope trailer. I can't.
It does look good. It looks more exciting than the Fantastic Four. So I will.
True.
It looks more
even
exciting.
though, like I said, I haven't watched the Jurassic Park movie probably since the first or second one.
Jurassic World is good. That's all you need to watch. That one where they literally put the whole the actual park like a Jurassic World type of park, and everything just went sideways from there. That was actually good.
Okay, now Lorena, you said something very interesting, and we only got a few minutes left. So we in the Jurassic World era. We not in the Jurassic Park era. Why is that? Is that just they wanted to switch up names or what?
Because the park is no more. That's what happened in I think in Fallen Kingdom. The whole
so
thing.
They all over the earth now. They all over the earth.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How did they get all over the earth though? Does this have a continuity? Like
That's
all these
why.
movies?
Yeah, that's why I was asking Lorena like if she knew the lore.
That's what happened. So first you had Jurassic Park where they were coming up with them, and then there was a couple of years no movies. Then they came out with Jurassic World. That's the one with Chris Pratt in it, where they opened up a darn theme park with dinosaurs in it. So needless to say, that all went to hell in a handbasket, and you had dinosaurs roaming all over the place.
So is this kind of like a mirror to Disney World, Disneyland, kind of?
Probably.
Just me and my dumb brain trying to.
What? No. They got the theme park jokes, all the merchandise and people, oh, let's go see the megalodon and in the water and all that.
If that ever existed, I'd be, whatever that park is at, I'd make sure I'm a good 5,000 to 6,000 miles away from it.
I would not be there. So what they're doing with this movie is they're going back to basically say, yeah, we're going to the factory floor, and we're just going to go and find the stuff that they said, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Hey,
pretty much, yeah,
brother, man. If that's taking it to the next level.
That is
Jurassic.
First off, what it is.
If they did that, bro, that'd hit $2 billion.
First off, ain't none of them dinosaurs messing with Godzilla.
I agree.
He got radioactive blast. Okay, you was not messing with Godzilla.
Atomic breath,
bro. I don't care if you got 1 million dinosaurs ready to throw down with Godzilla and King Kong. Them dinosaurs don't have a chance.
They don't stand a chance.
They're gonna get fried.
They getting wrecked. 100%.
Fun fact: dinosaurs can survive in modern world because the nitrogen-oxygen balance is backwards from where it was in dino era. Dinos today will all suffocate. Okay,
we ain't thinking about facts. We just want to see some.
No. I'm just saying. I'm talking about now. If these fools, since they reverse engineering dire wolves and they trying to do a woolly mammoth next, so they're making them so that they can live now. And my point being is, if they made one that could just so happen to get out there and just start mating with other things and start getting bigger. First off, anything bigger than maybe like a Komodo dragon ain't gonna live. Gonna live. By the way, a Komodo dragon is taking out a dinosaur. I'm just letting you know that.
I've seen a Komodo dragon live, was just chilling at the animal kingdom, didn't look like he was going anywhere, and this rabbit showed up. That thing moves lightning fast. I could not believe it.
Yeah,
they move fast, and I think don't they have poison to where it paralyzes?
Yes, they have neurotoxin. No, it is a
I'm in the prey.
I was just watching it. This is the Australian guy. He cracks me up. He talks about he's like a hardcore version of my man who got killed. What was his name?
Steve Irwin, Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah, he's like him, but he just like spitting stuff out. He's like, yo, them things when they bite you, clap.
Yeah,
just chill out.
Dang, and watch you die.
Yep, they watch you die. They can eat anything bigger than them too,
bro.
Once they bite you, it doesn't stop bleeding. It actually rots your skin,
bro. They almost look like snakes. The way they tongue come out.
Yeah,
bro.
Wow.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm making a promise here on live that I will never go to Australia. I'm never going there,
bro.
Australia is, if they ain't got spiders, they come over and tap you on your shoulder like, yo, homie, why you sitting in my chair? I'd be like, oh, my bad, dude. Let me burn this place down.
Bro, I did a stream with Rage and Rhino, and Rage and Rhino broke it down to me. All the dangerous animals that live in Australia. I said, no way. He showed me a picture. Bro, those kangaroos are they swole, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
they don't play. That's why the cops got a kangaroo grill on the front.
They got talents. You don't think about freaking like when you see like the female ones, they look kind of small, but the male ones, bro, they got talent. They will take and you know what they do? They'll swim into a pond, and if you come after them, they're going to drown you.
Bro, that's cold.
That's their tactic. They will.
Bro, I saw that one time.
They'll drown you.
I saw this man. He really loved this puppy, and we're gonna end the show soon.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, he fought a croc.
No.
Who punched him? Yes. Yeah.
No, did you right? You right. It wasn't a kangaroo. It was a croc. I don't know why I was thinking kangaroo, but his puppy was in there.
Kangaroo too. I saw him with the kangaroo too. He punched him. He like this. He like pop. The kangaroo like this mother effer just punched me.
I think I saw both of them. I think I saw both of them. You right.
Yeah, he punched it. The kangaroo's trying to take his dog. He's like, yo, my dog. He like pop. Yeah. And the kangaroo he like. This dude just punched me in the face.
Let me ask you a question. Then we're gonna end the show. If you had a little puppy and you had your puppy for a long time, your dog for a long time, and the kangaroo snatched him up and he started growling at you, are you gonna fight the kangaroo to get your puppy back? Tell the truth too.
I don't know, man. I don't know. If I had a weapon, yes. If I got my bare hands, I don't know. Not one of them big talent ones. I don't know.
Yep, Darth Plato, that's true. Florida is the Australia of the United States. That is true.
Is it like on the same? No, it's a little lower though. I was gonna say it's in the same what they call that, the same I'm trying to blank on the name.
Equator?
No, not the equator. It's a line, the latitude line. That's what I'm saying. No, it's lower, right?
We're
by the way, real quick before you go, I'm about to just say real quick before you. You know what's super fascinating? Is the whole Pangea stuff. Like that stuff fascinates me. I just love seeing like when they show like how the continents used to be connected and everything. It's just fascinating. That I love that kind of stuff. Like it's crazy when you think about it that this everything we have here was all once connected. Could you imagine that? Like, I'm gonna go for a drive. I'm going to Africa. Drive in Africa. You be driving for like days, years almost.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. We had a great one. Time went by quickly. D, where can they find you?
On my channel, Demajini, DMAJINI. I got the longer scheduled videos coming up for Friday. I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet, although I might know, but I'm just not telling you yet. Then we got Spellbroken Gaming on Saturday, Spellbroken Live on Sunday. And before I get out of here, I want to give a big, huge birthday shout out to my youngest goddaughter today. She just turned 26. Big shouts to you.
Happy birthday.
And big shouts to my nephew. He graduates today.
Right.
He graduates college today. So, yeah.
Congratulations, brother.
He graduates college today. Yeah. Yep.
Lorena Creole, where can they find you?
Let's see. You can, find me on X, hurting people's feelings. These would be about things nowadays. Yeah, I heard the feeling. Of course, you can find me on YouTube. Tomorrow, I'm doing a Love and Deep Space gaming stream. We got to go through the rest of the new part of the canon that just dropped. Main story drops. We got to do that. And let's see, Friday. Also gaming. Yes, on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I am too pretty to die, but I'm going to die epically in Doom. So I'm going to be playing.
Oh, you playing Doom?
1. Yes.
I'm playing Expedition 33 right now. I'm loving that game. It is fantastic.
I wanted to play it. I wanted to get Expedition 33, but Stellar Blade is coming out. So
get both. I have both.
If I get my as soon as I get my rebate money for buying Stellar Blade, then I'll get Expedition.
Yeah, you're gonna like that. It's what Final Fantasy VII remake, or even I would say I like 16, so I'm not going to dump on 16 as much. But it's like it's like what a Final Fantasy should have been. I think like the last one that was kind of turn based was 13. 13 had the last turn based one. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's nice. It's sweet.
Shout out to Darth Plato. I did not realize I got another super chat. Abu Nas destroyed me last week. But not saying anything about his super chat. Brother, man, thank you so much. Let me blow you up in the back.
It's time! Thomas is finished!
to someone who believes in nothing but himself! Ah! Impossible! This cannot be!
Who was that character, D? Was that Black Goku?
That
Black?
was Goku Black and Zamasu fused.
Got you. I want to thank y'all so much.
The same person. They're essentially the same person.
Oh, okay. Goku Black was kind of trash though.
It was Zamasu took over his body, and he had the regular Zamasu who didn't take over his body, and they fused together.
Thank y'all so much for coming to the show. Continue smashing that like button. Thank you for the super chat love. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Out of here. Bye.